We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a good return is when we stop just shy of the 30-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That complete to Downs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial point from scrimmage.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Hey, Ron. Hey, son. Silver.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Hey, Lion.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Bayshore Tootin, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 74 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Got it. Ready? Hey.
Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. That flag, that'll push him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jaguar 1st down.
So go. High. Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. And a tackle there by Jermaine Platt. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this 1st half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
that one out wide and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. Because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one there, caught by Warren. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Jacksonville.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking... Just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That is incomplete.
And with a dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
60 Bison. Panther 11.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Downs. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Jaguars
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
23.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Lawrence. That's caught by Myers. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Hey, go!
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
6 to 24.
At the 18-yard line.
Hey, James attack.
Here's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down.
Touchdown! Brenton Strange from 17 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Kickoff for the Jaguars.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got Pierce. But he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running left, Taylor. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 128 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Let's go.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 39 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, pinch.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Let's go now. 1918. Take over.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
This pass left side to Downs. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Big cross there defensively.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. Into space at the 45. And down right around the 37. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. It's Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Myers. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is 3rd and 9. And he is caught. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 1 yard and now no yards. Have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Inside the 20, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jaguars 24.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
At the 20-yard line.
30 left. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brenton Strange,
a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Jaguars 30.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here's first and 10.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Soko, somebody. Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Hands it off out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now first and goal.
Rip, 23.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
35.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
That's what it's been like all game long. Everything just a fraction off. Remember, all they're doing here is looking to get into field goal range. But right now, that's a tall task with the way this defense is playing. And with time, a huge factor as well.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Here we go. Hiking, 18.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll try to do it himself. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jags, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.